Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Unleash Cubing. Today, we are going to learn for loop class layer. What is for loop class layer? For loop class layer is basically a way to get into learning CFOP. It's basically 2-loop OLL, which is orientation of the last layer, and 2-loop PLL, which is permutation of the last layer. And it's pretty easy to learn with a little bit of practice. So let's go. First up, I would like to start with some notations that I don't think are available in the beginner's method. I hope you know the R, L, F and U moves already. So let's start. First it's B and B prime. Next we have D and D prime, which is basically the opposite of U. And something which is like a little bit common in the last layer step is M prime and M. It sounds a little bit confusing, but I'll just show you. I'm used to using M moves with my ring finger. So I put the ring finger on the back here and just turn it. So this is a M prime, and if I want to do it M, I just use my index finger from my right hand and push it down. Well, you can use whatever moves you want, what you're comfortable with, but this is what I use. And M2 is just this, the layer 2 times. Now we can start solving. I hope you already finished your first 2 layers because it's all about the last layer. The first step of for loop class layer is to get the cross, the yellow cross. And for that, we have 3 possible combinations before we can get the yellow cross. If you already have the yellow cross, you can skip this stage. So here we have the line case. Make sure both of the edges of the line are on your right and left respectively, and do this. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, a right hand algorithm, and F prime. And now you got the cross. The second case is when you have L shape, or like a half of a plus shape. Make sure that plus shape is on your right bottom. And do this. F, double layer move, which is basically like the normal F we did last algorithm, but double layers, right hand algorithm, and F prime. And now we got the cross. And the last case you could get is the dot case, which is pretty easy, considering you already know the algorithm. How, you might ask? The first step is just to do the line case that we did before. So F, right hand algorithm, F prime. And the second case is just the L shape. So double F, wide layer, R, U, R prime, U prime, double F prime. And now we got the cross. Sometimes you might also get cases where there's 2 pieces on there are 2 extra pieces, but you can ignore those. All we need is half plus and keep that on the right bottom, and you can do it. First up, we can start up with a case which most people already know, called the soon. When you have the soon, it's like a fish shape with an extra cross piece apart from the normal cross, an extra corner piece. And the yellow is facing you. If it's on the right side, we do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And now it's solved. If it's on the left side, we do this algorithm. L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U2, L. And now it's solved. If we get a case where there's a cross shape without any extra pieces, but there are 2 pieces, yellow pieces, facing you on the front and 2 yellow pieces facing you on the back, you do this algorithm, making sure 2 yellow pieces are facing you on the front and on the back. Do this. F, right hand algorithm once, right hand algorithm one more time, and right hand algorithm the final time. So right hand algorithm 3 times and F prime. And now we get the yellow side solved. Now we have the algorithm that looks pretty similar to the previous one, right? But it's different. Instead of having 2 headlights, we only have 1 headlight pair. The other one is opposite, facing other different directions. And what we do for algorithm is this. R, U2, R2, U, R2, U, R2, U2, R. Next we have this case, where there's like a block here, but on the other side there's 2 adjacent or like opposite facing yellow pieces. So put the block on your right side and do this. Double layer R, U, single R prime, U prime, double layer R prime, normal F, normal R, normal F prime. And now it's solved. Next we have a case where there are two square pieces. When we have this case, make sure one yellow, the yellow facing you, is on the left side and the other yellow is on the back right side. And do this. F, R prime, F prime, double R, U, R, U prime, double R prime. And now it's solved. Next up, we have a case where it looks similar to one of our previous cases, but it's not. Instead of having adjacent or opposite looking white corners, we have headlights. Put the headlights in the back and do this. R2, D prime, R, U2, R prime, D, R, U2, R. That's it. Now that we're done fixing all the yellow pieces on the top, we can now permutate the yellow layer. First, we have a case where there are only one pair of headlights. Only one. Remember that. Keep those pair on the back. And now, you have to move the cube so that yellow is on the back and white is on the front. And do this. R prime, U, R prime, D2, R, U, R prime, D2, R2. And now, all of the corners are in the correct spot. Note that you can also get a case where there's like a bar. This is also considered headlights. Keep the bar on the back and do the same algorithm. And see, all the corners are oriented. Next, we have a case in which there are no headlights at all. If you get this, do this algorithm. F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. And now you've got all the corners oriented. Make sure that there should be no headlights at all. Everything's random. There could be two pieces matched up, but if there are no headlights, you should do this algorithm. And now we got the corners oriented. Now we can start orientating the edges. First, if we have to swap 3 edges, you could have 2 cases. We'll make sure that when you're trying to find which case you have, check which of the layers have 2 opposite colors in one side. I'll show you. The opposite colors are blue, green, red, orange and white, yellow. White and yellow are removed because white and yellow cannot be in a pair because they're already solved. Or orange and red are removed because the red layer is already solved, so it cannot be anywhere else. So we have to find a side that has blue and green. Does this have blue and green? No. Does this have blue and green? No. So does this have blue and green? Yes, it does. So you have to keep this on the left side. And if it's on the bar, and the bar is facing you when the piece is on the left side, then do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R prime, U, R2, U, R prime, U, R prime, U, R. And now it's solved. Next we have the case where the opposite colors on the left side but the bar isn't facing us. Then we do this. R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, or right hand algorithm. R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. And now we just covered the 3 cases of the 3 edges slip. Now we have a case where all the corners are permutated, but the edges have to be swiped horizontally and vertically. These have to be switched, these two have to be switched. And for this, we require some M moves. So M2, U, M2, U2, M2, U, M2. And now you just solve the algorithm. Now we have a case where two edges must be swapped diagonally, not horizontally or vertically, so they're just right beside each other. Find one where the two edges have to be swapped, where one is in the front and one is on the left side. It cannot be one in the front and one on the right side. The algorithm doesn't work for these cases. So make sure you have it on the correct position and do this. M prime U, M2 U, M2 U, M prime U2, M2 U prime. And that's it. You just learned for loop class layer. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like, share and subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any more doubts or have any more video ideas. This is Rishi, you're watching Unleash Cubing, and peace.